Good morning, everyone. Do you see what's on our patio and on the shed's roof? Yeah, they're calling for up to 6 inches by tonight. So anyways, my husband and I, we're heading off to church. It's going to be a long day because it's got another meeting after church. So anyways, I will talk to all of you later on today. I hope everybody has a very blessed day. Talk to you in a bit. Today, I don't have anything that I'm cooking, and I don't have a craft, and no, I didn't go anywhere and buy something fun. But what I did want to talk to you about is what I decided to do for Christmas for my family is to make most of the gifts that I will be giving them. And I thought that I would make them a basket and put different products in it. That's one of the reasons why I bought that tea tong, I guess maybe is what you'd say it was. Because I wanted to purchase some teas and make some different teas and, leaves. I was going to purchase the tea leaves. But anyways, that being said, I have been looking for a very long time now for canning recipes that did not use sugar, because it seems that all of the ball recipes and all of the recipes that I have seen from other YouTube videos uses an enormous amount of sugar to make their jams, their jellies, their preserves, their compotes and their butters and all that kind of stuff. Well, we don't use that much sugar, and I have 2 people in my family that cannot even consume any sugar whatsoever. I'm talking about the white refined sugars. I'm not talking about the natural sugars found in fruit or the sugar like it comes by honey or maple syrup. Those are fine. It's the refined white sugars that we're talking about, and any refined sugar, even if it's brown sugar or powdered sugar, it's no. So anyways, I found a site I wanted to talk to you about, and it is on healthycanning.com/sugar-free. And I was reading, and I was surprised to find that a lot of other people also have the same, I'm scrolling, I'm so sorry, that's being rude, the same concerns that I do about the amount of sugar, because from what I can see, it almost seems as though, we forgot about wholesome, good, nutritional value when we're dumping the amounts of sugar into our jams and jellies that we do. And it seems like there's so much sugar in a lot of this that it's almost like eating candy. There was a recipe from Ball that I saw on Facebook that called for 8.5 ounces of sugar per 8-ounce jar of jam being made. That's almost unbelievable that anyone would even consider making that jam. And it was for what was known as a carrot jam. Well, you've just thrown away any nutrition that you could have remotely had from the carrots. So anyways, I found this site and wanted to know what you thought, because I found a recipe, and these are all proven recipes. It's not like somebody's just come up and decided to, try them. And this is a strawberry, honey, and ginger preserve. I thought that I could make that. And this here is an onions in honey and wine. I thought that sounded really good. And then there was a maple walnut syrup. And this one you use the really half pint jars is what they recommended using. And you use the half walnuts. What is that called? You don't, not chopped walnut. You're going to use the pieces of walnuts. And that sounded really good. Although that one takes corn syrup, and I wasn't really sure. I think she can have corn syrup. And the last one that I found that I thought sounded really good was spiced blueberry and onion sauce. And that takes basically blueberries, onion, oranges, and ginger. And that was just really neat because there's even mustard seed in it and cloves and cinnamon. And that sounded really good. So anyways, I just thought I would, see what your thoughts are on that. Because I am going to be making these, at least I think I am, because I want to give them as gifts. So, hey, I'll be the one testing them out, I guess, if you're considering making them also. But anyways, just thank you for listening to this, and let me know what you think, because this isn't something that I've seen a whole lot about with honey, using honey instead. And some of these same recipes that I have here, you can use sugar in them, or you can use honey, and you can even use liquid stevia. That is a whole different product from the crap you buy, sorry for my mouth, at the grocery store. That stuff is just bad, 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 bad. But anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to all of you in just a little while. Well, it took a good part of the day, but I think we're getting that snow they called for. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Today's devotion is found in Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Oftentimes we see transformation as a one-time act. We find a problem, we work on it until it gets better, then we go back to life as normal. But the heart of God is for continual transformation. God longs that we would be so open and aware of the desire of His Spirit that we allow Him to transform us every moment of every day. Too often, we just accept that we are who we are, as if the God we serve didn't have the power to continually set us free. We live as if the Holy Spirit only shows up every now and then to shake things up and then retreat back to heaven. But God is both loving and present. He is always there for us. He is always filled with desire for us. And the Lord is constantly ready to lead us in love and into the marvelous light of the abundant life that He came to give us. So what does continual transformation look like? How do we live each day and allow the Holy Spirit to constantly change us from the inside out? Our verse today in Romans 12:1 says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Continual transformation will come when we decide to stop living for ourselves. You see, when we live for ourselves, we naturally take control of our own lives, and that hinders God from transforming us. If our limited perspective on what's good in life guides us rather than the perfect, transcendent perspective of God, we will only receive transformation from God if and when we desperately need it. But when we seek to be a living sacrifice to God at all times, our hearts become open to all that God is doing and wants to do in our life. So if you want to continually be transformed by the powerful, life-changing love of God, you have to choose every day to center your life around the will and desires of God. And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And so, take a moment to assess your heart. Are you living with your own desires and will as the foundation of your life, or the desires and will of God as your foundation? God bless, and I will talk to you tomorrow.